What's up, everybody out there watching? Hello, hello, hello. My name is Bintuthaguru, and I'm coming at you live from Philly. Today's video is all about how to shoot your shot. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so some of you guys are familiar with me. You see me on my podcast, Sex, Moon, and Stars, also on iTunes. And iTunes, excuse me, I have to enunciate. Um, and you've also watched my millennial talk show, The Buzz Club, Club with a K. Okay, for those of you guys who are unfamiliar, on YouTube. And so I wanted to have a little bit more personal one-on-one with you guys because you've been inboxing me on Facebook and on Instagram. So that means that there is some type of gem to the things that I've been saying and the things that you've been reading, because you guys know I wrote my books, Go Girls, Go Guys, Astrology Guides to Dating, okay? And all about astrology, breaking down each sign by gender for each book. So one is for him, one is for her. And I also feel like it also applies to LGBTQ community because, you know, if you're a man, you're a man. If you're a woman, you're a woman. It doesn't really matter, okay? All right, so anyway, jumping in, I got an email from someone asking me about how to shoot your shot. She saw this guy and she's been eyeing him for a while, and they've been friends, but he didn't know if she was interested. And so she was very nervous. She was like, okay, Bintu, how can I get this guy's attention? Like, what if he's not feeling me, you know? And so this video is going to focus on how to shoot your shot, whether you're shooting your shot to a man or you're shooting your shot to a woman. Just point blank period, how to open up and shoot your shot. Okay, so once you identify your target, once you identify your prey, the person that you have your eye set on, once that person's in your peripheral, you don't want to be a stalker. You don't want to be weird about it, but you want to kind of like keep a little bit of tabs on them, see how they move, because you want to find out, first of all, are they even available? Okay, that's the mistake that a lot of people make. They don't find out if this person could potentially be attached to someone else, because there's so many complications that come out of falling hard for someone who is unavailable, because sometimes they may lead you on and it's not what you want to be a part of, you know? Or sometimes it would just save you your time and energy from getting your heart broke, or you feeling like, okay, what's up with him? He's not responding. What's up with her? Okay? So, find out if they're available. Ooh, sorry guys. Ooh, God bless me. How do you find out if the person that you like has a person? So, we are in 2018. 90% of millennials live online. I think I'm even being like, I'm not even speaking the wholehearted truth. Maybe it's 95%. You always have that little percentage of individuals who say like, oh, I don't do social media, but then they cave in and then they get on one thing. They'll have something. If it's not a Twitter, it's an Instagram. If it's not an Instagram, it's a Facebook. So please believe this person has an Instagram. And if they say they don't, Google them, okay? And see what comes up. I just think that that's a fair assessment, because you want to know if you're going to be stepping on someone else's toes. Now, so for normal situations where they normally have some type of social media, peruse. See if they post any pictures of their significant other. Even if it's somebody who's kind of like shy about posting their relationship or don't believe in doing that, they would typically have one thing that says that they're with someone. You know, it's just something that stands out to you. And also their behavior pattern online. So if they post a bunch of women constantly, maybe they're just being a bachelor, you know. If she is, you know, only on a bunch of girls trip with her girls, 9 times out of 10 she's probably single, because most women who, especially nowadays, most women, not to say they want to flaunt their men, but they want people to know that I have somebody, I am loved, you know. So something will show on her page to say, you know, like, I'm not available at all, so please don't inbox me, even though men will try, and women too, you know what I'm saying? Like, so once you find out that they're single, even if you don't know if they're single all the way, you could like hit them up. You can inbox them. This is 2018. Everyone lives online. It's no longer taboo. It's no longer cliche for you to reach out via any form of social media. So I prefer, if they live through Instagram, if you notice where they prominently are, hit them up in the inbox like, hey, whatever they're into, maybe if they have their artist, maybe you're digging their work. You're like, your work is dope, whatever. Start up a conversation about like something that's like latest on their social media page, a latest conversation, maybe a status that they wrote, so they could understand that you're into what they're into a little bit, or into whatever projects they're into, or into maybe their intellect part. Show them that you're interested, that you're not just trying to holler at them just because of their body, because most people might say, hey, you look good, do you got a man, hey, you look good, do you got a girl, or you sexy. It's different when you talk about something that's been present on their page, because it shows that you're paying attention and you actually give a damn, you know what I mean? So that's important. And so throw the bait out there, and if they respond to the first one and it's a good and it's a good one-liner, two-liner, do a follow-up in the conversation. Maybe invite them out for coffee or tea. I love to invite people out for like low-key stuff. People usually want to go for like drinks. You know what? Sometimes I think that drinks on the first date may not be good, because it may turn inappropriate really fast. If you meet up for something real low-key, like a Starbucks, like some tea, and it's a beautiful day, and you take a walk, you can really get to know somebody without the influence of alcohol, and also see them in like a more pure light. You get what I'm saying? And it's just so many more opportunities in that, versus, meeting really late at a bar, getting drunk, and then you might go home with each other. And, this is just the age of everything moving way too fast. So if it's really a crush that you really want to try to like maybe date for real, then you might want to like try to get to know them and see, because it might turn out that you might not really like them as much as you thought you did, or it might turn out that you really want to impress them. And so what's wrong with that? You know what I mean? But no matter what, when shooting your shot, always be yourself. Don't over exaggerate. Don't pretend to be something that you're not. Don't say you've accomplished things that you have not. Don't be fake, Genuinely try to get to know this person. Genuinely put yourself out there. And what's the worst that could happen? You know what I mean? You ask them, do they have somebody else? And they say, you know what, I am. Okay. At least like, it could have possibly happened if, they didn't have someone. But there's so many fish in the sea. Like, I can never stress that enough. And that's why in my next video, I'm going to definitely talk to you guys about where to find good men, where to find good women, okay? You don't have to worry. But at the same time, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to just be bold. Do something different that you haven't done before, It's not, like I said, it's not taboo. It's not taboo to like holler at a man if you're a woman. It's about the way that you do it. It's about the classy approach that you have. And it's just about really just coming from an angle of like, I just want to get to know you. I want to be your friend. Because if you start on that angle, it's like they can never play you. They could never say, oh, but you wanted me so bad. It's not about going to them like, oh, I'm just dying to get with you. It's about just letting them know, like, you know what? Maybe I do see you like that. Because sometimes people are afraid. People are shy. And so if you just throw the bone, throw a dog a bone. And in this case, a dog doesn't have to be just a man. It could be a woman as well, Throw a dog a bone. And if they catch it and then throw it right back, you got it, So what's the fret? Nothing to worry about. Go ahead. Shoot your shot.